Alright, let's get this started. I was laying up last night, half asleep, and waiting on the Sean wakes me up, and he goes, the Knicks trade for Bridges. He gave up 5 number ones. And I'm like, God, you're kidding me. Next thing the young millennials who work for the Bleacher Report is taking bets on who goes where tonight. Golden State willing to give Paul George the max. But isn't Golden State desperate to be relevant? Ain't they? You know what Golden State is? Golden State is the team, folks, that we all know they play. The West is much younger. Okay. They're just adding another old man if they pull this off. Wow. So basically, they're going to replace Klay Thompson with Paul George. Okay. This is a team like the team in LA, and I don't know what the hell was it with JJ Redick using F bomb. That's the way white boys talk about it. That's the way they talk. So they're going to trade for the rights of Paul George. It's comical. Look like the Suns want to get rid of Kevin Durant. I said that to you when they got obliterated by the Timberwolves. Get him out of the way. A lot of people like this Rob Dylan kid from Kentucky. Man, you don't know none of these kids, folks. He's one of the best NBA rappers ever. But better than Dan Lillard. You know, these goddamn Bleacher Report people, you feel me? Alright, Jay Wright is going gaga that his 4 championship players all with the Knicks now. I'll get to that in a second. I'm going to celebrate the Florida Panthers up there today as they won their Stanley Cup 2 days ago. We go to hockey real quick, but that will lead me into the Panthers winning the Stanley Cup. We go to NHL. I'll get back with this Nick thing, which I don't like it for the Knicks. I think they gave up too much. Can't deal with Knicks fans these days. They're delusional. So let me go to a sport where at least people there have common sense. Alright, I said to somebody yesterday how serious Brady Chuck is about winning. And the Ottawa Senators made a bold move on Monday night during the hockey game. Batman wanted to keep it quiet, but the Canadian media brought it out. Look at the LA Kings. They brought their old uniforms back from the Wayne Gretzky trade. These uniforms are nice, by the way. So the Kings are going back to their Gretzky logo, Gretzky style. These jerseys are going to sell like hotcakes. They're letting all the celebrities wear them. So good for the LA Kings. That's not what I'm looking for. They put wool in the fabric, not that. All right, let's celebrate the Stanley Cup champions. Uh, Vinny Viola, um, Billy Zito. They finally got the job done. Congratulations to both of them. The players, good job by everybody involved. These nut jobs of the Florida Panthers. There was a scene where Keith Kachuk, who is Matt Kachuk's father, both of them are driving a golf cart, drinking beers, and uh, Slava uh, Barkov is in the back of the golf cart with the Stanley Cup. He was drinking a little something. Then the whole team went to the Atlantic Ocean and Matty Kachuk ran in there and dipped the cup into the ocean. Can't make it up. Very beautiful scene. That's who Shane Weber made the Hall of Fame on the first ballot. Must have not been a lot of candidates out there. But boy, good Florida. And JR. When I heard that yesterday afternoon, I applauded. JR finally makes the Hall of Fame on this golf drive. Jeremy Lin. He hasn't been seen in a hot minute, but he won't shut up now. Now that uh, he made the Hall of Fame. Congrats to all three of them. I saw Weber play. He was just stay-at-home defenseman with a powerful shot, one of the most powerful shots in the league. Datsuk is what Barkov is now. Two-way settlement. Great player was Pavel Datsuk. Then you got a couple of women from those stupid women teams. But then you have Datsuk was the first player to ever win 3 Selkies. That's how great it is. And for guys like Manzona, how come Selkie players don't make the Hall of Fame? How come Selkie players get it? Just like yesterday, in Big O's room, you said, how come they can't change and have an MVP for the East and the West? No. I'm going to say this one more time. The NHL do not like casuals. We either know the league, know the players, or get the hell out. Just like baseball and and European soccer. If you don't know the players, then stay mum. Hockey's the same. Hockey's been around 130 years. They're not going to change. Just because you're upset that none of your guys are getting to play. Well, Markov getting his due as we speak. He deserves that. So to win the Selkie tomorrow night when they have the NHL awards, I will not be covering that. I'll be off tomorrow, thank the Lord. And Dave Poley and Colin Campbell, as builders, make the Hall of Fame. Congrats to them. I remember David Foley, when he had the Capitals, he made them into a real good team. Then he went to Nashville. He made them very respectable. So that's the first player to win 3 consecutive Selkies. That's how great he was. And he's 1 Canadian, 1 American, and 1 European of the players make the Hall of Fame. Congrats to everybody that made the Hockey Hall of Fame. Okay, let's get to it. Bruins, to me, and I'm going to talk to Moss about this. Hopefully I can pull him on Saturday. What a deal for him. They give up Omar, and they get the 7th pick in the draft out of it. Oh, man. What a deal. What a deal for Boston. Now, Boston can go anywhere they want with that 7th pick. Alright, Fanatics is making the new hockey jerseys now. I'm looking at the Devils jersey. It's beautiful. A lot of fans in Canada complain that Fanatics takes a half-assed approach with their jerseys. So, but we'll see. Alright, Draisaitl, they're thinking it over. He has 1 more year of his deal. He's going into his 11th year. Can you believe that? He's going to year 11. Connor McDavid is going to year 10. What did that say? Time goes fast. So the Panthers, where do they go from here? I don't see Billy Zito like Pat Riley. I think that he'll make some adjustments, bring in some new blood. Glenn Sabin's walking away. I didn't even know he was still with the Rangers. That kind of tells you, when I live in this city, I don't care for them. Patrick Kane working out a deal with the Red Wings. They could be moving Draisaitl. See the teams that got this Draisaitl. I can tell you one team that will be interested. That's the New York Rangers. See what teams they got. Sharks. The Bruins. I know Moss would like that. Good Draisaitl. Blackhawks to me makes sense. Hurricanes, yeah, I can see them making a deal like that. Hurricanes don't believe in the goaltending system. Detroit staying with Edmonton. Well, Edmonton better pony the money. Edmonton is known to be cheap. But boy, let me tell you look at the way those players played, gave up their bodies in Florida Monday night to bring that Stanley Cup home. And I don't want to hear about Bobrovsky. Okay, nobody wants to hear from him. I'm glad the national media in both the U.S. and Canada sung him. Okay, he was a disaster from game 4 on, and he better be glad, Bobrovsky, that his teammates through that sacrificed their bodies to protect his weak ass. Okay, Bobrovsky was a disaster, and you didn't see too many of his teammates uh, coming over to him after they won the Stanley Cup. Okay, let's keep it real. Bobrovsky was a disaster. He was. But a lot of people getting on Connor McDavid that he showed no flash not going out there and getting the Conn Smythe. Uh, People complaining about that. I don't blame McDavid. I mean, I just lost a tough 7-game series. Fucking McDavid. I guess Conn Smythe is an honor. Depends on how you look at it. It is a prestigious honor, Connor. You know why? Because you're going to be back. I don't know about next year, but you're going to be back. And wasn't that nice of Matty Chuck in the interview with with uh, Roger Sportsnet? And then he said one more thing. This is for all my fans in Calgary. You know damn well I hate that music. Maddie Bennett Reinhardt, congratulations, fellas. Panthers did it the right way, folks. It took them a decade, but they got it done. Shout out to Big O. I was on his show Monday night. I congratulated him. He came on live, and I caught it, and I said, I congratulated him. And then I heard him up a few times yesterday for giving me a big shout out. And he said Monday night, you know how I remember it? I said, sure, tell me. Jordan Love. Speaking of Jordan Love, congratulations to Jordan Love. He is engaged to the beautiful Juanita Stone. And Jordan Love proposed to his beautiful fiance over the weekend in Italy. And I'll tell you, that Jordan Love boy, he is something special. I mean, like Mike Tannenbaum said, they don't make them like him anymore, these quarterbacks. They don't. Shout out to Mike Tannenbaum. And I'll play that in the future, what he said about Jordan. Beautiful. But congratulations to J Love 10 as him and the beautiful Juanita are engaged officially. That ring he gave. Wow. There wasn't no Cracker Jack ring, folks. Oh man. Look at this. Let me put this up here. Isn't this beautiful? Let me put this up here. Let people see this. It's for all you Florida Panther fans. Shirley in the building. Big task at hand in the building. What do I see about the Knicks? If you're still in the building, I'll tell you right now, and I apologize to everybody. You know me. Once I get into it, I get into it. Show this to the Florida Panther fans. You know you won the Stanley Cup now. I'm gonna talk about the Knicks in a minute, family. Let me finish serenading the Stanley Cup champions. They deserve the love, folks. They really do. There you go. This came out right on the market. This is beautiful too. So all you Panther fans out there, once you made hockey news, you won the Stanley Cup. Bang. Stanley Cup champion Barkov, there he is right there. The Stanley Cup. I can't stop giving this franchise the love I give. Because I used to be in me and Big O's talk every day. And I remember he did the big interview with Viola and Billy Zito. And they said they was going to change Parade Sunday in Lauderdale. Yeah, yeah. They deserve it, bro. I mean, I don't want people all hating on them. Boy, did they work hard to get that Stanley Cup. Boy, did they work hard to get it. Shirley in Chicagoland. Give this young lady some applause in a second. We're going to do the Nick deal, so big task at hand. If you're in the building, I wanted to talk about the Nick deal. It was Shirley in the building. Captain Life, his world Stanley Cup world champion. Lord Panthers, congrats. Let me add one more thing about Florida. Then I'm gonna go to the Knicks. I really want to talk about this Knicks trade. I'll be on tonight doing the draft. I drafted a bunch of. Oh no, next year's draft is the big draft. Cooper Flag coming in. Big task at hand in the building. All right. Let me add to a couple more things in NHL. One of them is the Florida Panthers. get back to the champions from there. This is a team that's definitely going to win a couple more. I say two more, and they'll leave a legacy in the NHL forever. Cap says they need a Dolphins Super Bowl. I don't know about that. I do know that the Florida Panthers is where it is in South Florida right now. I kind of disagree with Big O yesterday when he said Pat Riley hasn't done anything in 20 years. I, yeah, that's Big O, bro. It was great being back with Big O yesterday. It's been a long, long time. Some of the South Florida media guys, you're going to start seeing me bring some of these guys up in here during the summer. I know Donald King is number one for him. I got a very good relationship with Donald. Omar Kelly, who you people abuse so much, you gotta get him talking. He just does his podcast and keep it. Salguero, all those Dolphin guys, you know. Sedano, he was here before he went big time. And I used to always call him 790 ticket. The four best group of dudes you can have there is Sedano. Who's that, my guy? Brandon Guzio. Sedano. I gotta remember the fourth guy. But that morning show had a kicking down in South Florida about 15 years ago. Goddamn, that was a great show. That was a tremendous morning show. You damn right you better pray for the Dolphins. So Florida, again, they did it the right way. You know, it's funny, them into Miami, in the Miami Heat. Those three teams down there got their act together. They do everything right. You can build a trust with those three teams down there. Dolphins not so much. They've been not winning anything in this entire century really. They've done nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the sad thing is the GM Chris Greer, who I'm gonna give him his love doing training camp, the job he's done bringing in the talent. The problem in Miami is you got to build for the inclement level. If you're going to be a player, I mean, Mozart, A-Chain is a walking injury to him. This kid from Tennessee is very good, but again, another speech. Sometimes you should go back to your roots, which is power football, and I would make Tyreek Hill the decoy. Go back. F the fan base, go back. I mean, damn. Florida Panthers get one or two more for us. In hockey lore, you win three, two or three, you become you submit your franchise forever. Think I'm joking? Look at the New Jersey Devils. Here in the New York metro area, they're teams that people don't really care for. But in this area, they was well ran for the last 33 years. And it starts upstate. Look at the Florida Panthers. Now, the Panthers are going to win. The Panthers will win two more Stanley Cups in the next 6, 7 years. You can bank on it. You can bank on it. I would seriously consider getting a new goalie because Pavelski, you can't trust him. So, South Florida is in very good hands when it comes to, except for the Dolphins. And it's not Chris Greer's fault. It's the idiot owner who, I'll say it again about the Dolphins, their fans let this man off the hook. Let Jerry Jones do something like Stephen Ross did, and the media will run his ass out of Dallas. You think not? Let Jimmy Haslam do something stupid like that and see what they do in Cleveland. Again, Dolphins downfall with their fans don't hold their team accountable for anything. That's their downfall. They do not hold their franchise for nothing. And I bet you there's some, not some, there's a lot of those delusional fools in the so-called Dolphin community that think they're going to the Super Bowl. All I gotta say to you is, all of you, don't make it year 25 next spring. Don't do it. You better tell your players, get this shit done now. This Dolphin fan and nothing. They're gonna say, yeah, we're all good. We're gonna make a deep run. Yeah. So Zito, Viola, that whole group down in Sunrise Parade Sunday in Lauderdale, congratulations to you guys. You guys deserve it. I'm gonna do the Bruins trade, then I'll do the Knicks. I'm still shaking my head with the Knicks. I really am. I'm still shaking my head. I am shaking my head with that. All right, they're saying everywhere in Edmonton that McDavid and Draisaitl is over. Boy, you better get a good player. You better get a damn good player to replace McDavid. Excuse me, Leon Draisaitl. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, Barkov brought the Stanley Cup to his neighbor. That's pretty cool. The great Sasha Barkov. Barkov is the new Pavel Datsyuk. He, he is a tremendous player. And unless, the Bruins can change everything with that second pick. Let me get the Ottawa. Let me get the Ottawa. Let me stop after that. Let me get up the Canada. That is the Canadian capital. Get the Ottawa. Let's see what they're saying after this trade. They better do something because Brady Chuck, after seeing his brother win, he's going to be very impatient. Well, they're very happy in Canada about this trade. And you should give Ottawa a lot of credit. Because Ottawa drafts well. There are franchises in sports, but that drafts well, and there's no payoff, unfortunately. Ottawa's one, Calgary Flames are another. Three of the Flames just won a Stanley Cup. Yeah. Reinhard Bennett and of course Chuck E. Cheese, Matty Chuck. This goes to show you. Now he's happy. Allmark is happy to be in Ottawa. So he's in Canada with two of his best friends. And as for the Bruins, give Steve Staios. I watched Steve Staios play his career for the New York Rangers. Give Staios a lot of credit. So the Ottawa Senators, folks, it's time for Ottawa. It's time. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Omar can make Ottawa from a sub 500 team to a joke. And I'm not joking. He could easily make the Ottawa Senators into a joke. Right. That's what they were missing. They gave up the seventh pick. Okay, let's see who didn't make the Hall of Fame that these people felt they should have made. Then we'll do exclusively NBA with the Nick trade, other rumors. Let's see what we got. No one cares about Timothy Patel. Alex McGillney, yeah, they're gonna hold it against him. Brendan Moore, wow. Chris Osgood, yeah, I agree with Osgood and Brendan Moore. Patrick Elias, yes. Some people consider him Mr. Devil. And Henrik Zetterberg, yes, yes. Zetterberg and Datsuk should have went in together. Sergey Gonchar, really? Wow, Sergey Gonchar. Yeah. Love the trade for. I love this trade for both teams. A little bit more. I love it for the Bruins. Get the Bruins the seventh pick in the draft out of it. They can do whatever they want with that. Play with it. Flip it. Get another player that they like. All right. Uh, they're celebrating this in Ottawa. They really are. They did what they had to do. Goalie class of this year's draft is not that good. So, all right, let's do the NBA. I know people are waiting for it. Let's do it. Draft is later tonight. I'll be on the air. Check your local districts. And Michael Beasley sucking for LeBron. That's LeBron and Jordan the picture here. Probably the 75th anniversary get together. Him and LeBron are hugging. I told you about the Warriors trading for Paul George. I don't know how much that's going to help them. I think they're just an old team that Timberwolves, uh, Timberwolves, Nuggets. And I think the Nuggets are going to come back strong this year. I'll make them a favorite to win the title fight. Um, OKC, next one more. Dallas. I think Dallas is going to learn from this. All right, folks, let's get to it. There was a lot of shenanigans last night. First, we'll do the Knicks, who, to me, I think overpaid for Mikal Bridges. Don't, folks, I love the play. I am a huge Mikal Bridges fan. I fell in love with him in the playoffs 3 years ago for the Suns when they took out the Nuggets. And I really love Bridges. I think him going cross town to the Knicks for him personally is a good thing. You don't have to sell his Brooklyn brownstone. For the Nets, I love it because the Nets, what they're going to lose, folks, what they're going to do, their team is bad. They'll tank, make sure they're in great position to take the first megastar to hit the NBA since KD and Cooper Fly. And a lot of teams, the Nets now have jumped ahead as ahead of that lottery to get Cooper Fly. I know the Trailblazers will tank to get a Jazz wants to win. I'm surprised. You know, Brooklyn gets six number ones in Bogdanovich. 6 runs in Bogdanovich. For which I think the Knicks gave up too much. And Brooklyn Nets is the USS Constellation. Yes, Star Trek fan like me. Remember that episode of Doomsday Machine? Constellation was drifting. What? That's the Brooklyn Nets right now. 16 picks, 16 number one picks between now and 2031. So for the next 7 drafts, the Nets will be heavily involved. The Knicks took themselves out of that now. The Knicks are win now team. The Knicks love the fact that they got 4 Villanova Wildcats players. Jay Wright loves it. Jay said he'll come back home. Jay is a native New Yorker. This is from the island. He's going to come back and watch his guys play. Let's do the Knicks side first. The Knicks believe that they were healthy. They could beat the Celtics. Do I agree with that? Yes. I do agree. Asian Sama, my man in the building. My brother has to say. Salute to you, man. Just got here, but I think that trade by the Knicks was perfect. Okay? They went with chemistry over big name, old star power, which I think was a better choice. Okay? I'm gonna bring Asian up in a minute. But I think for that price, what do you want a bad player? What do you want somebody that's ultra dimensional play? But hey, the Nets said, hey, you can have Levine for flash sweepstakes. I'll be watching a lot of Duke basketball this year. That's what it looks like. Next year's draft is Cootie Brown. You can get picks in next year's draft through it. Team like the Trailblazers. And let's see what happens. Like AIDS and up here. Talk about it. I know Aunt T was not happy when I sent them the trade. When you factor in that Bridges doesn't miss games, you're getting what you pay for. He's a better bet for a healthier team. Yeah, I agree with that. And yeah, the Knicks did pick chemistry over star because chemistry guys are less of an issue, and it shows that they're all in on Brunson being their superstar. Yeah, I like that deal when the Knicks did it 2 years ago because I saw Brunson beat the Utah Jazz by himself. Remember, Luka missed the first round of that series. So, Asian pull up in a couple of minutes. Um, Now, let me add to this. This happened late last night. The Brooklyn Nets traded with the Houston Rockets, and this is the trade. Houston gave back all the picks that the Brooklyn Nets gave them for James Harden 2 years. And what Brooklyn did was give Houston Phoenix's 2 number 1 because they want either Durant or Devin Booker. Because Houston's betting on teams to implode. I am too. They're in. I can't take teams. Can't. There's certain teams, Lakers, Warriors, Suns, you can't take them serious. You can't. You can't. And then JJ Redick, who the hell made him Jesus Christ all of a sudden? He goes to his press conference on Monday and is cursing out the Laker meeting using F bomb. Okay? So the Nets made another deal last night. They got all their number ones back from Houston for Phoenix's two number ones. And Brooklyn's got four number ones in this draft. They're going to rebuild their team in next year's draft. And if they get Cooper Flag, I'm telling you right now, Brooklyn will be back on the map again. And America will follow the Brooklyn Nets. A lot of people picking. That's what's happening there. Let's see if Asians up here yet. Not yet. No. I got the page on one. Excuse me, folks. This is a draft, in my opinion, of a bunch of nobodies. Shout out to my man Casey Holdo, covers the Blazers. He was one of the original blogging guys 20 years ago, and I got to hit him up. Great guy, does a great job. We'll follow Portland very closely. Very closely. So, let me see if Aiden's up there. Not yet. So, should be interesting tonight. The only person everybody cares about, the only person is Ronnie James. He ain't going to later on in the draft. Free agency starts Sunday. And get ready for that. So Houston made their move last night. Now let me do the Brooklyn Nets side. All right, Brooklyn Nets had the right formula 5 years ago, but their owner wanted star power. That idiot. Look, I forgot Joe something. That idiot. And they went with the stars and blew up on their face. Now, if they don't get Cooper Flag next year's draft, then all bets are off. That is the one franchise on the planet Earth that needs a Cooper Flag. NBC in 25 to get the NBA package again. And the NBA, NBC is the type of team, they don't like mid-market cities. They don't like Milwaukee. They don't like going to San Antonio. They love LA, New York, Boston, Philly, Chicago, and if I pick another team in the West, they like Phoenix. They don't like anybody else. And I think to me, for the NBA fan that's a young guy, and LeBron's great defense, you know, it's going to be less and less glamour teams and more teams. Let's look at Denver, Boston, Golden State, Milwaukee, Toronto. Get it? Those are homegrown teams, not like the Lakers that the NBA made sure that AD was going to LeBron. Not that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All right, Asians here. One of my favorite people. Hey, Moss, great trade, bro. Bruins got the seventh pick. Great trade, family. Asian Sama is with me. What's up, family?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing better than I ever had in a long, long time. I
Good,
feel
good.
good. How you feel? Everything good with you, know?
Man, everything's been good. Been busy with work and school. Um, I'm I'm off today. Got up kind of late today after working yesterday, so I was tired. So I'm kind of starting off a little late, but I'm good. I don't have to go in till Monday, so I'm all right now.
Great to hear from you, fam. Now, Tony, I just read what you said in the chat room. That you just said that NBA going the way of team is better than stars. Go ahead, explain that to the
I,
entire audience.
now I'll say this: I don't think it's. I still doubt that it's going to go that way. Just in mass all over the NBA. But the Knicks choosing to do this, I think, was a wonderful choice for them. They'll have three players on the team who know each other well, who played together before. Um, like I said, and I didn't get into the particulars to see what all they spent for Mikal Bridges, but when you consider the fact, I don't think he missed a game last year.
I don't think he did either.
um, so when you consider that, uh, and them this showing that they're going all in with Brunson, being their superstar going forward, I think Mikal Bridges is an excellent addition to their team and what they want to do going forward. Um, I think the one thing they've got left to figure out is what they want to do with Julius Randle. Of course, they got to keep OG and situate the money with Hartenstein, and then find out exactly if they're going to keep oh god Randle, and if not, what type of quality player who will fit at that four, who they can get, who they don't have to overspend for, but you know who will fit in with the chemistry of the team and what they're trying to do and be productive. Um, but right now they're making big moves. I think this move right here, once they get everything situated out, considering that they stay healthy, th- this would put them as the number two team in the East.
I felt this year, if they were healthy, they would beat us. I look at the Knicks and I think they're a good team. I love the fact, and I live here in New York, but I'm not a Knicks fan. I love the fact that they built this team from scratch, from the bottom up. And it to me, and I'm glad Knicks fans here in New York love this team. I mean, they adore this team. And that's good because they're a fan that they can love a team, but they want stars. And if I'm the Knicks, I'll give her a Ramsey next week. Go send them to San Antonio. Just because I'm dead serious.
Well, it,
Nothing.
oh my
Yeah.
bad.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know you were talking about them wanting stars. Well, I mean, yeah, I think it's much more viable at this point from who is on the table for them instead of just wanting a star to create stars. Um, I mean, Paul George, he's been good. He's been great throughout his career, but he's aging. Um, it, you want to make money and you want the opportunity to win. You want to do it with the formula of creating stars and possibly creating a dynasty. I mean, that's what they did over in over there in San Francisco with the Warriors. Now we see that that's kind of tailed out because of injuries and things. But they made themselves a historic franchise here within these recent years. Um, and made themselves formidable, and they were the bar for a while. So I think this approach is really the right approach for the Knicks. I think it'll be better, and if they can at least get to the finals, which that's a tall order if they have to go up against a healthy Boston. I think, but if they can get there, or at least even the Western Conference Finals against Boston, a healthy Boston, I think, and them being able to compete with them good, I think will be great for them. It'll show how far they've come, and it'll show that they're in the mix for being taken seriously as a contender.
Uh, I, I look at them honestly. I think it's time they do take that next step for Eastern Conference Finals. Milwaukee's played out. Philly has no one. Miami, Miami is always in the mix because of Spolstra, and they're going to make a move or two next week. Um, I think the Knicks now that I think they're ready to take that next step and give their fans something really to cheer about. And just kind of here with the great age of summer. My oldest boy in black YouTube spaces. Let me ask you this. You look at the teams that made the playoffs and lost. Okay? To you, which team next year is going to come back ready to prove that last year was a hiccup? Like Asians on you. Uh, Again, Brooklyn got their team last night, basically. They're going to make another move. Make sure they got so much cap space. They said at this time next year the Brooklyn Nets are going to $100 million. The problem with that is I don't think players are going to want to play with the Nets. And if I'm the Brooklyn Nets, I will rebuild the team I had 5 years ago. With nothing but unknown players that played well together, liked each other. They all lived in Brooklyn. They should have never leaked up that thing. They should have never messed that up. But you have an idiot owner. What's his name? Joe Shy. What his name is? An idiot. He wanted Durant and Kyrie. And you know what happened? And this is something that I always say. If you are the big star, if you don't know who the owner is, nobody knows this guy, I wouldn't pay attention to him. I'd do the damn thing for him myself. You know, this Joe Shy guy who totally humiliated Kyrie Irving. I couldn't play for him. So at least Jimmy Dolan leaves you alone. Now, he just gives you the money in the checkbook, whatever you want to do. I mean, to me, playing on the team like the Knicks is fun if I was a player. Brooklyn, we'll see if they get Cooper Flag in next year's draft. Cooper Flag, the biggest mega star to come into the NBA since KD. And I know I can't wait to see him. I'll be watching a lot of Duke. It, it's looking like a renaissance at UNLV that gets me really excited. I'm a big UNLV fan. I never loved the run, always feel the run, and I love the run. The run is the run. Running, running, running. Very happy for my I'm working out right now. Gives me KC going to the Orioles, Marlins, and fly to Orlando after running ready like 1-0 win last night. Moss rocked it. There you go. There you go, Moss. Lunchtime hour, gonna be almost a quarter to one Eastern time. I'm up here. But for season to come back, I cover the NBA and the NHL. That's what I like to do. I like to talk about, what's going on. How many times can you talk about a certain team over and over? So, please listen to be right back. I'll keep it up here. Congratulations to Moss. Let me finish reading about that, by the way, about Asians doing his thing. Love that trade for the Bruins. Wow. Ooh, boy, what a trade, what a trade. But Bruins get the seventh pick for home. I told you guys 2 years ago, Lakers very much in play for Trey Young, and the Lakers add again as their number one target. Right. Stephen A. Smith confirmed this. You know it's real, and I said this because they blamed them in Phoenix why they were humiliated by Anthony Edwards and the boys. Phoenix going to get KD out. I'm going to say Houston, Oklahoma City are the two likely destinations. Knicks blew it by giving all this money to Marcus Smart, linked to the Rockets. Paul George not excited to go to Philly. I think Warriors will keep that he'll still be in California. He gave the Nets a B for the trade, gave the Knicks an A. No, he gave the Knicks a B and gave Brooklyn. Yeah, that's the way I see it also. Hawks look like they stand at number one. So, that team got two number ones tonight on the Hughes Trailblazers fan. Knicks got approximately $49.8 million with the second umbrella. They have 38 point, I believe, $38.8 million in cap space right now. So a lot of people love this trade for Brooklyn. I do too. I know one and he ain't happy, and I told him about this a couple of weeks ago. Before I was nuts, he wanted Zion Williamson. You could kiss Zion Williamson out the window. He ain't coming to New York.
My bad, brother. I had a phone call. I'm back.
Don't worry about it. Here's the question I asked you. I'm gonna ask it again for you. Okay? Which team from this past year that disappointed in the playoffs you see coming back strong next year?
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna be honest. Right now, offhand, maybe Indiana.
Okay?
Um, I'm really not sure about Minnesota right now.
I
Um,
can see that.
I maybe Denver. I'm not going to count them out.
That's why I like to come back strong.
Um, in the West, I'd probably pick them first.
I will do.
Dallas, I wasn't really never sold on them this year.
Okay?
Um, I think that Minnesota was just a good matchup for them to be able to exploit. But I never was really sold on them because I I never really bought into Luca like that. He really doesn't, to me, that I see make others better around him like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of his stats are, they're more show and flashy than actually making others better around him. Um, I don't think he really has the ability to be able to to give up the ball enough to be able to play without it, um, and really kind of lead an offense in the way that Joker can. So I'm not really sold on them over there, and I think their performance against Boston proved it. um, which, of course, them having Drew Holiday and Derek White up there on the perimeter, um, it said a lot. Boston had two quality players in those two, and I think the production that they got from their other guys coming off the bench in Boston too, they got enough um, to really seal it. That first big game by Porzingis kind of really, I think it kind of energized the whole team and set the tone for them. But um, yeah, but I'd say Denver and like I said, I'm not sure about the Timberwolves. I think they'll still be in the mix because there's too much confusion going on out in the West about what anybody else is going to do. Nobody knows what's going to happen with where Clay's going to go. with things going on in Golden State, and then what they're going to do and how they're going to react after that.
Well,
Um,
this morning
Go
it
ahead.
just came out that they're going to go hard to get Paul George there. So
Say that again.
they are going to try very hard to get in a sign and trade Paul, Paul George to go to State.
Oh, okay, okay. We'll see how that turns out. And even then, still, I don't know how, what else they'll do. I still think they would need something else to go on there, but we'll see. Um, and then, like we said, we don't know what Miami's going to do. Um, and what they're going to pick up, how they're going to do, and of course, everything. It all depending on how healthy they can be. I really
I
don't
agree with
expect
that.
much from the Bucks. They fucked up when they got rid of Griffin. I don't care what anybody says, and all of
Okay.
that is Giannis's fault. So I really don't expect much at all. Of course, I don't expect much from the Lakers at all.
Neither do I.
Um, why?
No, I said neither do
Oh,
I.
neither do I. Okay, I
I
got you.
don't take Lakers, Warriors, or Suns serious.
Yeah, I can't take either one of them seriously. So I think barring nothing right now in the West, I'm looking at Denver and then Minnesota, and then just because of nothing else being solid in the West, oh shoot, Dallas being there, about in the mix somewhere. But other than that, right now, unless something big comes through, some good trades or pickups, I can't really see anything other than that right now.
Okay.
I guess. Well, what about you?
Um, I'm gonna go Denver for sure. I think Denver learned their lesson, but they're not a franchise. Sometimes you can be so much homegrown, but when these young guys don't perform when the lights are bright, it's time to go back and get some veterans for them. And I think they need some guys off the bench. That's the main reason why they won in Europe, because they had a great bench. And I think now they realize that young guys, unless you play them a lot, they're not going to come to the game. So I think Denver will bounce back. Like,
Yeah, I think last year Denver just had a bad shooting playoffs overall, and that's the reason why they couldn't get in there. Um, I think also the hype of Minnesota and them really wanting to beat them. Um, I don't. Minnesota's not there yet. Um, Gobert is too much of a liability on offense. Um,
yeah,
I know defense is important. Don't get me wrong at all, but having offensive liabilities will not help you out. It's a huge crutch. It becomes to be too much. It's too big of a hill to climb. Whenever you got offensive liabilities, um, and we saw that with Dallas. Um, the way they played the way they played it, their offense was a liability and made it easier for Boston to play defense on it. So um, until they do something there, I really can't see it. Um, for them to actually be in the finals and be a real contender yet championship wise. Carl Anthony Towns doesn't like getting in the paint hardly any at all. Um, which I guess that's the way they want to play. But I find it ironic that it's whenever take Dallas for in point when the year that Dallas won, Dirk was in the paint more in his career that year when they won than he ever was previously. So I mean, having a big man that can be down there and available and score with his back to the basket or screens. Having a fluid offense. Um, Joker proves why they're so dangerous for other teams to have to defend them. Uh, he's a much willing passer than any other big man we've seen in NBA history, and hell, he's a much more willing passer than any most superstars probably other than Magic that we've seen. Uh, throughout their careers.
Wow, interesting. Let me ask you this: uh, when you look at it right now, no, it's going to change next week. It's going to change dramatically next week. Which one of the teams like the Houston, Portland, San Antonio? Which team do you see rising?
I think as long as they're healthy, I think to me Houston probably has a better chance.
I
Udoka's a
totally
good
agree.
coach.
I'm so high on the Rockets. I got them winning 54, 55 games next year. I'm not kidding.
Udoka's a good coach.
Yeah,
I think that
absolutely.
their front office is questionable. To be honest, that's where I'm.
Yeah,
I've
I know
been a
you're a
long
big
time
Houston
Houston
fan.
fan, so that's where I'm shaky on things. Um, but I think their front office is questionable. But picking up Udoka, and if they're willing to stick with him long term and kind of get the players he needs, I think they can have a good rebound and bounce back.
I believe when they had that 12-game winning streak last year, at the end March, early April, they would beat everybody. All the good teams, they just beat them. The reason why was, in my opinion, they finally bought into the coach.
I agree
And
with that.
and to me, in the NBA, and I know a lot of these NBA fools, they're fans, idiot fans that love stars and nobody else. I would rather have a great coach and a young team that he can coach up, like what our boy Udoka did this past spring, than have Phoenix's situation, which is disastrous. Agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. Um, that's the reason why I'm not sold on Phoenix. Budenholzer is a good coach, but I just don't see them folks. But I just don't see them buying in, to be honest. Um, I just can't see it. Um, and to me, their front office there is shaky as well. Um, sure, they've got big name players, but I mean, you have to buy into some type of system that can allow you to maximize, you know, your players uh, to the best degree that they can. And a lot of these guys that they're unwilling to do so. Um, and I don't understand it, but it is what it is. But I agree. I think them wanting to buy into what Udoka was doing there during that winning streak, it showed why. That they can be better and win whenever if they decide to buy into what he's trying to do and just go out there and try and execute it.
Yeah, I think that I think when that team made that trade, man, I was really laughing my ass off. I mean, I fell off this chair when they made that trade. I'm dead serious. I mean, I look at that team, bro. That team got so many warts. It's not funny. A lot of people like to crown them. Crown them for what? They haven't done anything. Matter of fact, their best chance was 3 years ago when they were up 2-0 on Milwaukee and blew it. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, yes, yeah. I forgot about that. I got a question. Nobody's picked up Monty yet, have they?
Who?
Monty Williams.
No.
I'm interested to see kind of what happens there. Um, he's a good coach. Detroit, was a terrible situation for him, but I think he's a pretty good and proven coach. So I'm interested to see what happens with him. Um,
I love money.
because
I
what
love money person
he
more than
was he was coaching in Phoenix that first year before they decided to get rid of him, wasn't he?
and he didn't get along with Aiton
And
and
that's why I said, their front office is
makes you
they're
wonder,
so
right?
confused. I mean, you're going to sit up there and get rid of Aiden and him. I think it shows a lot, that they really don't know what they're doing. You're going to get rid of both of them, so that's crazy.
I like the way you think, family.
I'm just
I like.
saying, man.
You're right. Yeah. I remember when when they made that trade, I put Buddy, um, Kendrick Perkins was giving them the championship. He had so much vitriol towards Jokic. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And I was just listening to that, and I'm like, man, you serious? That's exactly what I said, man. Yeah, I don't see it for Phoenix, and I don't like the coach either. I'm not a fan of boys. Here you go. This is one exactly, bro. I swear to God, 1 year ago I did this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah,
I
it just
think you got KD who will find his way, which he did, because they're trying to trade him as we speak. Who and one of the teams that won him, by the way, is your Rockets. Would you take KD right now in Houston?
shit. I mean, I don't know, man. Um, let's see how many.
I
Let's see
would
how many
say,
games he played
if
last
I'm the
year.
Rockets, I would do it.
I don't know if I don't know how it would work, to be honest, Mace. If I'm honest,
You don't know how it will work out.
yeah. I don't. But it said he played. Wait, said he played 75 games. So I don't know if
Also,
you.
no, go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna say something. Go ahead.
That may
Okay.
that may. It said he played 75. Um, I'm not sure if they 177 for the past 3 seasons. So it seems like he's been reasonably healthy. Um, but I'm just not sure how he would fit in with that roster, and
Very young roster.
if he would buy in with Udoka. I think that's a big thing for me. Um, and I will say one thing. If you're not going to buy in, Udoka pretty much doesn't want you. Um, we saw that when James Harden said he'd want to go back, but he wanted to lead the league in scoring. We saw how that turned out. I'm glad they didn't choose to go get him. So I think it would depend heavily on that, but
I think your
I'm
team
not
will be.
sure.
I think your team will be the surprise team to win the year. I really love his. I think to me, he's one of the best coaches. And I'm really looking forward to touting that team a lot very high. And
Mm-hmm.
if they can make a move like they want to, I think it's going to really benefit. I think they're ready to take off. I don't like the Warriors like they for some reason. I don't. So, whatever happens, you know that the Houston Rockets get my support. It's tricky, but we both love this team. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you think the Dolphins going to win a playoff game this year?
Do I think the Dolphins will?
Yeah. You know we're both big Dolphins fans.
I'm gonna be honest. No.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, no, me, I'm not a homer. So,
I'm gonna be honest. Hey man, they gonna find a way to let you down, man. They gonna they
God,
gonna find a way.
every Dolphin fan I talk to, they say the exact same thing. They tell me, yo,
Oh,
every,
so they're in reality right now.
yeah, Mike,
Wow.
Mike McDaniel said it best. If we don't win a playoff game this year, none of us is going to. Shout out to Coach McDaniel. At least he's real. He's real. Yeah.
I'm I'm just surprised about the report on the reality.
And it's sad, isn't it? Remember that game, that last playoff win in 2000 with Lamar Smith running for 200?
Yeah, man. Hey, look,
Huh?
that first, when was it? It was that first game when we played Buffalo last year, and I saw it then when Buffalo beat us. I saw it then. Yeah.
You know Josh Allen's the Dolphins' back.
Yeah, I knew then. I was like, yep, nope. Uh,
Dolphins got to
we
win
can't.
the
We
playoff.
not finna win nothing big. This shit is not finna
Okay?
happen.
I agree. And it's sad, but let me ask you this. This is a good question. Did you hear what Mike Tannenbaum said 2 weeks ago?
No, no, no. What did he say?
All right, they interviewed him on Dan Patrick, and they asked him about who to you, who to him is the second best quarterback in the league. And he went on and said not only is Jordan Love the second best quarterback in the league, Jordan Love is the second best player in the league. And look, hey, you know me well. Shout out to Big Up. He knows me well. I am the biggest Jordan Love guy. That I fell in love with him 6 years ago at Utah State. Remind me a lot of my home to the arm talent the gifts he has. I am going to be honest. Me biased, yeah, I agree with Tannenbaum. Me, in reality, I don't think he's the second best player in the NFL. But here's my question to you. After Mahomes, who's the best quarterback in the league, in your opinion?
Whew. After the year he had, I can't do Lamar Jackson like that, man. Um, to me, it has to be him. Uh,
Uh,
Burrow was hurt, so I can't. It's hard to make a case for him after he was hurt last year. Um, so it's hard for me to put anybody before Mahomes and Lamar. Um,
so Lamar to you is number two. Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I
I'm not going to
mean,
argue.
he got done in by the best.
I'm going to say number two for me, if he's healthy, is Burrow.
Talking about Lamar,
No, Burrow. If he's healthy,
Burrow. Yeah, that's the reason why I can't do that just because of he was hurt last year, so I
I
can't
agree.
really I can't do that. We'll see next year. But I think healthy
Yeah.
is definitely between those three for the top three.
Okay.
Healthy.
I would
Uh,
go. I would go Mahomes clearly by himself. He's in an echelon by himself. Then Burrow, then Josh, then Lamar, Rogers, uh, Herbert, Love, Stroud, Hurts, Stafford.
I'll put it this way though. I do
Yeah,
think this year,
yeah,
um, as long as they stay healthy,
yeah.
Jordan Love and Stroud have a good chance. Good
I agree.
chance
I
at
agree
getting
with
to
that.
that top, making that top five.
Yeah, I think Loki's having a monster year because
Uh-huh.
he's
I
highly
think they have a
motivated.
good chance.
I
If
agree with that.
healthy, I think they got a good chance of making that top five.
I always say this, and a lot of CJ Stroud fans give me backlash. He, to me, I want you to see what you think because you're a big fan. He reminds me so much of Dan Marino, the popular spirit.
Ooh.
His pocket presence, his powerful arm, he is Marino 2.0. Think about
I'll say this. I think it's a little too early,
that.
but don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to clown on him. I
yeah,
think it's a little too early. I want to see. I want to come back and see. I want to, see what he does this year and a few years after. A lot of quarterbacks that we think that are going to be great. That it's that first year, and then after that, they have good seasons. They have pretty good seasons, but nothing like that first one when they're new and fresh. So I really want to see what he's able to do this year and the year after, and then I think we'll be able to kind of make that assessment. But his presence has been great without a doubt.
yeah. I think Stroud is my favorite. I think Love is all world. I think Love, his maturity, everything that Mike Tannenbaum said about him, because he went through a lot in his young life, and it really made him into a man early. And he gets it why he's in the league. He gets it why uh, he was drafted by the Packers. And I just look at him and I just see it. I say for Stroud. I see it for him too. The one quarterback I don't see it for is Bryce Young. Oh my God. What do you think about Bryce Young after year one?
You said say that again. I missed that name
What do
just a
you
minute.
think of Bryce Young after year one?
Um, Nothing really, if I'm honest. I really don't think anything.
Oh man. No, I'll get away from him. And Dave Canales, you have my prayers, man, because it's going to take forever to make that fix up. Let me ask you this: what do you think of the Lions?
What do I think of who?
The Lions,
Um,
Detroit, Detroit.
I think that just because of the division they're in, that it makes it easier for them to
I don't know about that.
I
I
don't
think
know.
that.
I don't know. To me, it seems like their division seems a little iffy at times. Sometimes you know it, they're not winning games they should, and then I think they're the best of their division. But to me, um, I think Purdy's good, but I don't think he's got anything to really take them truly over the top. To be honest,
No, no, no. Golf is in Detroit.
yeah, Stafford over there in L.A.
Yeah, golf is in Detroit. Purdy, San Francisco.
Um, and it's not me saying that I think LA is a pushover. It's just that sometimes I think they don't perform as good as they should consistently all the time. I think
I
is the
like
problem
LA
for
a
me.
lot, by the way. I like
Say that
LA.
again.
I like LA a lot. I would have picked them to go to Super Bowl, believe it or not, but um, Donald retired, so I jumped off that.
Right,
I,
right.
I was gonna pick the Rams because I love their talent, and I'm not a Rams fan, but you gotta
Hmm.
give credit where it's due. But I don't think they beat San Francisco out there.
Yeah, I think that's one of the problems. Um, I think San Francisco does enough just to be able to be in position to have a easier trip. We'll see. What their schedule is like this year. Um, to know exactly um what they'll do. I mean, if they don't have too hard of a schedule, I think they'll win several games, barring no injury. But we'll see.
Week 7, week 8, week 9, for San Francisco, home for Kansas City, home for Dallas, uh, at at Buffalo.
Um, I, the Buffalo and I expect them to win. Um, Buffalo's not going to be what they have been the past few years.
I'll say it right now: if Miami doesn't win that division, when Curtis Claypool is your best receiver, according to the Buffalo media, if
Mhm.
you don't win this division, Miami, no excuses.
just just go ahead, blow up the whole team. Just blow it
Yeah,
all up.
that's what they're saying down there. If they don't make the playoffs, Mike McDaniel said himself, no, we'll be there next year.
Just blow up the whole team.
Yeah, no excuses for them, and they better beat Tennessee.
Mm,
They better beat Tennessee after what happened last year.
mm.
That disaster on Monday Night Football. They better beat Tennessee Dolphins. They better. Bro. I'm gonna go crazy. If they lose the Titans again, man. Serious. I know the
You
Titans are very improved, but you cannot lose at home on a Monday night to the Titans. It's inexcusable.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. That's the beautiful thing about football, man. It's the best sport to me, and it's a sport that most Americans look forward to.
Hmm.
And it's a week to week game, and every game matters.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, how could you not love football? I think football is just incredible. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Hey, let me
we
ask you this real
oh, go
quick.
ahead.
What do you think about the Hurricanes this year?
I haven't really looked much. I guess I've got to look into it to see. Um, I haven't really looked much at what they've done. Um, um, I miss a lot of games, especially being I work
Yeah,
the
I know.
weekends now.
I don't watch
So,
it no more either. Believe it or not.
I
The only sport I got time for is football on Sundays because it's once a week.
got you. I got you. But yeah, I have definitely got to look into that to really check out, um,
A lot
what
of
they
people
can
are
do.
high
I
on
know,
that.
I know they started off to a good year last year, but I'll definitely have to look at to give you some better to actually give you some real some real information and real
I'm
thought.
just asking because me and you are good,
Right, right.
and I know you know what you're talking about. That's all I ask for is and I just know that I think it's gonna be very interesting for Miami. I'll tell you that.
Hmm.
It's gonna be interesting. Let me see one more thing before I get out of here with you. Um, so you like the Nick trade for them? You you feel that you like going the youth movement? I do too. So basically, we agree.
Say what again?
You like when teams build from the ground up with their own players they drafted.
Oh yeah, I do prefer that. I mean, unless especially when you're considering, trying to give up everything for aging superstars who've had injury problems. I think it's always bad.
You ain't lying about that. Yo, I'm out of here. I'll be back on tonight. Pull up for the draft tonight, bro. I'm doing the NBA draft. So pull up.
Okay, I'll try and do that, brother.
Yeah, I'll be on tonight, man. I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate
Everybody,
you.
everybody in the Midwest is lunchtime for you. You in Kentucky, right?
Yeah, I'm in the Midwest, so yeah, it's
Okay, yeah, you're
lunchtime.
in Middle America, so it's lunchtime for you. Me, I'm about to make dinner right now, and I'll be back tonight for the draft. Aiden, I appreciate you always, man.
Hey, I appreciate you too. I was glad I could make the morning show, man.
I don't do many of these. I was celebrating the Panthers today for winning the championship 2 days ago because
Okay,
I used to
okay,
follow them a little bit. I'm not a fan of theirs. I just follow their progress. So I'm happy for their families now.
okay. I got you. I got. Yeah, I
Hopefully,
do not know much. I don't know anything really about hockey, so I
I'm a big
really can't say. And you know,
after football. No, go ahead.
I know it's baseball season. I used to watch baseball back in the day, but I have not kept up with baseball since back in the day when Jim Tomey and Kenny Lofton and and all
You
those
know
and
what? It's funny you're saying that. You know why?
why?
Indians are killing everybody, bro. All of a
Mm,
sudden, they look like the '90s Indians, but you just named the names:
wow.
Lofton, Tommy, Baega, uh,
Bill
Joe,
scale.
Joey Bell, yeah, Vizquel, Alomar Jr.,
Yeah.
Manny Ramirez. They look like that right now, bro.
Oh damn.
They're killing
Damn.
everybody, bro.
Yeah. And that was back when I used to play a lot, and
Yeah,
I used to love playing baseball. I was younger then, so and I'll say this: to me, baseball is one of those that it's much more fun to play than watch. But
exactly. I played it as a kid and a young teenager.
mhm.
Best game to play. Only game in life where you can get dirty and mom can't yell at you.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
man.
That's,
Yo, if you can't pull up tonight, if you
I
don't, I understand and great talking to you today. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, I appreciate you for having me on, and hey, hey, I love it, man. Keep doing it.
I
Peace,
appreciate
man.
it. Thank you, brother.
You welcome.
Agent Sama, I will see you tonight. I forgot what time I'm pulling up tonight, but I'll be on the 7 o'clock hour. They changed the draft because the NBA is so down in the dumps that they're trying to be like football. Can you believe tomorrow, folks? 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the NBA is going to do the second round. Are you effing kidding me, NBA? Stop trying to be like the Shield. You'll never be the National Football League. Never. Never. Shit. Miami alone has accomplished more in this franchise, even though they're in the gutter right now. They accomplished more than any NBA team could ever do, including you, Jordan, with that crap ass Bulls team. When you get a team that can go 82-0 and win the NBA Finals, you come back to me, okay? You'll never be the Dolphins. Never. You hear me, Chicago Bull fans? You'll never be the Dolphins. Laker fan, Celtic fan, you all can kiss my ass. See you tonight, everybody. People on X, the great audience in the crowd. Appreciate all of you. I'll see you tonight for the draft.